Yo, I haven't done a video in a very long time. Where do I even start? Y'all, all my life, I try to not fully believe in the fact that racism exists. And what I mean by that is I felt that as a black man, as a minority, the first time somebody would meet me, it would probably be a little struggle for them, of another race, primarily white folks. And after some time, and then they find out my background, they would kind of like, okay, because for whatever reason, I thought that I grew up where they said, you know, you go to school, you go to college, you get a degree, you're gonna get a good job. Man, so the workforce in itself, you have superiority, I guess. And it's like, you know, you have regular workers, and then you got the supervisors, you got the managers, you got the regional, you got the district. Like, you have people in different positions of power. And I'm gonna give you a story. I got lucky, or I would say I was blessed with finding someone who actually worked in a regional manager, district manager role. Like, they had power. And I remember being young and I wanted a job, and I told her, and basically, I'm not gonna lie, I got the job. I got the call back. I just filled out the application, and I was able to work. And I blew that opportunity. I want to say I was a kid, maybe 15. You know, I blew that opportunity. And I'm gonna tell you how I blew that opportunity. A young man, I never forget it. A young Jewish boy who was a little older than me. We were doing backstock, and he opened up this candy bar. I remember he would break off a piece, like, yeah, you know, if you take a little bit, they won't care. And I was like, okay. Because I really, you know, it was like a lot of excess stuff. And I was young and dumb. So I remember before I started, the store manager said, when he was doing the interview hiring us, he said, if you ever see your name and you're on schedule for like 1 day a week, you're gonna get fired. Like, something's up. That means that you're pretty much gonna get fired. You're not gonna work there. And one day it happened, and I asked him what's going on, and they took me to his office, and it was him and somebody else, I think one of the assistant managers, and they asked me, and they said they had me on camera, and I was like, oh wow, you know, and I thought, you know, I believed them. I'm not gonna lie, I fell for it. Young white Jewish boy, like, you know, take a little bit, they don't care. But apparently he got not only did he get fired, but he owed them like $1,500. Like, he was stealing. You know, and like, I just never, you know, I always felt, ever since then, I never could trust. I couldn't trust like that. People probably think like, oh, he's a tight ass, or it's like, it's not that. When you have when you have bills to pay, and you know, people will say, "Oh, it's not a big deal. You'll be all right," and then it's like, it's a big deal. You can't, like, and then think about it. The person who put in a good word for me, now they're gonna sit there and say, "Oh, look at the guy that we chose. He's over there opening up pieces of candy." So that right there left a bad experience. So what I'm saying also is, if you're black, especially black men, and you work at certain companies, no matter how much education or how much experience, don't expect to be in your rightful position. There's nepotism. There's, people looking out for their own kind. And even, let's say you did become the store manager or the head manager. If your subordinates are white, they will all get together and just not be productive. So you're gonna go through it. I didn't want to believe these things. I wanted to believe the fact that if I showed the work ethic, if I had the background, if I did what I'm supposed to do. That's not the case. That's not the case. And to all the allies out there, just keep doing what you do.